Thousands of Chinese guest workers cross the border into Russia each year with hopes of finding a better life. Many companies are pleased by the availability of the extra manpower. But as our correspondent Naida Azizova reports from one small town in the Nizhny Novgorod region, the influx of foreigners is causing some problems.
This factory is not in China. These people are working in Russia. Managers of the shipbuilding factory have invited them here. Kan Kai arrived together with the others a couple of months ago.
I like the conditions here. The salary in Russia is slightly higher than in China. The food's unusual, but I'm getting used to it.
Their foreman is showing us the workshop where the Chinese are in charge.
But I'm satisfied with their work.
Of course, look for yourself. It's lunchtime now, but the Chinese workers are still there.
Nearly 18,000 people live in Novashino. The factory, which was founded here a century ago, has traditionally been its main source of employment. But now many locals are leaving for the big cities and the hope of greater opportunities. Others, like taxi driver Sergei Bibikov, have been forced to find alternative sources of income.
The factory managers don't give a chance for Russians to earn money. Instead, they're using foreigners who can't even work properly. The salary they pay, 4,000 or 5,000 rubles, is too small. I gain up to 10,000 rubles a month and have weekends and holidays.
This is one of very few places in the town where youngsters can spend their spare time, a cafe called Alliance. Roman studies in a university in Nizhny Novgorod, and for both him and his friends, the idea of working in the factory is hardly appealing.
It's a very hard work. You can find something much easier to do.
I think I'll probably leave the town.
Faced with such opinion from the potential future workforce, the general director of the factory says if he wants to keep trading, he has no choice but to hire in the willing Chinese workers.
Their working day is 10 hours long and they work 7 days a week. We pay them a little bit less than the Russians. And the Chinese are highly disciplined, very efficient. They would do whatever you tell them to.
Under current Russian migration law, the Chinese workers can only stay until the end of the year. But the director is already negotiating for hundreds more workers from China to be brought shortly.
While locals live for a better life, the factory authorities are inviting a labor force from abroad. There are 55 foreigners here at the moment. And, who knows, maybe in time, pictures of Russians on this honor board will be replaced with those of Chinese workers. Naida Azizova, Russia Today, Pishelань, Nizhny Novgorod.